This class is for class 9 and chapter that we are doing is coordinate geometry, that is chapter 19, and we are following the books Understanding Mathematics, ICSE Mathematics by ML Agarwal. Now in the previous class we have done up to question number 10. Today I will be doing question number 11. I don't have the graph paper, so this can be considered as a graph because now all the questions based on this particular exercise are meant to be done on the graph paper. I expect every student to be doing these questions in your notebook with the help of the graph paper only. Now question number 11, plot the points A, 1, 2. I am writing the points. Point is A is 1, 2, B is -4, 2, point B -4, 2, C and D. What are points C? Point C is -4, -1, -4, -1, and point D is 1, -1, 1, -1. Now what do they say? Plot these points. What kind of quadrilateral ABCD is there? So I'll draw a graph. I mean to say a axis. Always remember XO, X dash is the horizontal one, YO, Y dash is the vertical one. Now A 1, 2 means both of them are positive. So let us this be A, this be 1, 2. So 1, 2 will lie somewhere over here. So this is my point A, 1, 2. Then B is -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, -4, 2. Somewhere here is your point B. C is -4, -1, 1, 2, 3, 4, -4, -1. Somewhere here is your point C, -4, -1, and B was -4, 2. D is -1, 1. Somewhere here is D, -1, 1, -1. This is your point D. Now what do they say? They say what kind of quadrilateral is this? So we will join AB and AD. AD. D means somewhere here. AC somewhere here, and this is like this, something like this. So what kind of quadrilateral is this? I think this comes out to be a rectangle. So what type of quadrilateral is this ABCD? ABCD is a rectangle. Now they say find the area. So we know that area of rectangle is equal to length into its breadth. So length will be from point B to A or from point C to D. So its value at this point is -4 units and 1 unit towards right. So total come out to be 5 units. So if you start from here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So length is 5 units and breadth is 2 units on the y-axis and 1 units below, below the origin, negative y. So total is 2 plus 1 is 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. So breadth is 3 units. So the area of the rectangle is 15 unit square. How do we calculate the area? We calculate the length into breadth. What is the length? Total distance of CD or AB. Now how will you measure total distance of this point B? So it is -4. So 4 units towards left and 1 unit towards right. So total comes out to be 5 units. That is why length is 5. And when we talk about the breadth, breadth means on y-axis. So height is this 2 units and below the origin it is 1 unit. So total length, total vertical length comes out to be 2 plus 1, 3 units. So that is why it is 3 units. So area is 15 centimeter square. Now question number 11 is we have discussed 12th. Okay, we will now do the 12th question. Question number 12 is just like question number 11, so I am not doing that. We will move on to the 13th question. What do they say in the 13th question? They say 3 vertices of a square A2, 3, B -3, 3 and C -3, 2 are given. Plot these points on the graph paper, hence use it to find the coordinates of the 4th vertex. So we will assume that let the 4th vertex be D and its coordinates are written by x comma y. This is my assumption, this we can assume. So let the fourth coordinate of the square be represented by D and its coordinates are x and y. Now we will see, let us say this is my coordinate axis, x o x dash, y o y dash. Now a is 2 comma 3, so 2 on x axis, 1 2 3 on y axis, so it total comes somewhere here. So this is my point A, which is representing 2 comma 3, means the coordinates, the abscissa is 2 units and ordinate is 3 units. B is minus 3, so 1 2 3, minus 3 here and 3 here. It means it will come somewhere at point B, and that is represented by minus 3 is the abscissa and plus 3 is the ordinate. Then C is minus 3 comma minus 2, so 1 and 2. It means somewhere here is the point C, that is minus 3 comma minus 2. Find the fourth. So you know that if it is a square, all the sides should be equal. We know the property of a square is that all the sides of the square are equal. So if this distance, if x is 2 units, it means this its x also will be the point D. We have assumed it as x comma y. Now on x axis, if you start from this point, so 0 1 2 3 4 5. Similarly, when you move from origin point, it will be 1 and 2. So this is x, value of x will become 2 when you compare this, because the line has to be somewhere over here also. And when you check on the y-axis, y means the vertical line, the value is minus 2. You can see it is below minus 2. So value of y comes out to be minus 2. So these are the coordinates, and when you join them, it will become a square. This is a square and the coordinates of point D are 2 comma minus 2. How we got this value of x? Now all the points are 2 units away from the origin. So obviously this point also has to be 2 units away from the origin towards right. So that is by plus 2. Now when we talk about the y, it is this end point is minus 2 units downwards. Similarly this also, this D point also has to be minus 2 units downwards from the origin. So from the origin minus 2, so y is written as minus 2. So these are the coordinates of, also find the area of the square. Now in this they say find the area of the square. So area of square we know is equal to side into side or side square. Now side is how much? 1 2 3 4 5. 5 units is the length, you can see, and end from here if I start 0 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 is the side, so 5 square is 25 units. Square is the area of this square is how much? 25 units. So now we move on to the next one. Now next I am taking question number 14. I'll read out the question. Write the coordinates of the vertices. Means let us assume that vertices are A, B, C and D. We have to write the coordinates of all the vertices of a rectangle. And what type of rectangle it is given. They say that write all the coordinates of the vertices of a rectangle which is 6 units long and 4 units is its breadth or wide. So length is 6 units of the rectangle and breadth is 4 units. Then further they say if the rectangle lies in the first quadrant. Rectangle lies in the first quadrant and then its longer side is on x-axis and one of the vertex is on origin. So what I will do, I will draw a axis. It will be something like this. Since it lies in first quadrant, so I will emphasis on first quadrant only. That is why I have drawn the other 3 quadrants small. This is the first quadrant as discussed in the previous class. First quadrant, second, third, fourth. So they say that the rectangle is in the first quadrant. It means rectangle will come, the complete rectangle will come in this first quadrant. I am writing first quadrant. This is the second quadrant. This is the third quadrant and this is the fourth quadrant. We all know that the these coordinate planes or coordinate axes, they divide the plane into 4 quadrants. So it lies, they say the quadrant, the rectangle lies in the first quadrant. Now its length is 6 units, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breadth is 4 units. Then they say longer side on x-axis, means the length lies on x-axis. This is the x-axis, so it lies on the x-axis. Let us say this point is A and the height will be something like this, and then wherever these points meet, means somewhere here will be the other point. Let us join this and let us join this. Now something like this will be a rectangle. So point coordinates of point O will be 0, 0. Why? They say longer side on x-axis and one vertex on origin. So this is the origin. So one vertex should lie here, second vertex, third and fourth. So let us say that these are O, A, B and C. Now the vertices have been changed. First vertex I am taking as O, then A, then this will be B and this will be C. We have to find out the points. So first you can see origin always is 0, 0. So first vertex is 0, 0. A. On A x-axis we have 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But on y-axis point A is not nor upwards nor below the x-axis. So this value will be 0. Similarly point B, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units above. So plus 4, and C will be here the x-axis is the measurement on x-axis is 0, but the measurement on y-axis is 4. So we got all the coordinates. Point A is 6, 0, point B is 6, 4, point C is 0, 4. These are the vertices of the rectangle. Now I hope you would have understood this question. Now we move on to the next one. Now next question is question number 16. They say the adjoining figure shows an equilateral triangle OAB with each side 2A. This OB is 2A, AB is also 2A and OA is also 2A. Since triangle OAB is equilateral, triangle OAB is equilateral. If it is equilateral, it means it's all the sides are equal. So we can say OA is equal to OB is equal to AB, and that is given 2A. We have to find all the vertices. So first vertex O will be 0, 0, number 1. Second vertex B will be, since on x-axis it is 2A, so 2A is the value of x, and point B is neither above nor below the origin, so value of y will be 0. So we got the values of point O. Point O is 0, 0 and point B is 2A, 0. But the thing is how to calculate point A, because point A requires what? Vertical length. Vertical length means we require the height or perpendicular length. So in order to find perpendicular length, what we are going to do, we will draw a perpendicular from A to the opposite side, let us say M. AM, what we have done, draw AM perpendicular to OB. And we know that in any equilateral triangle, if a perpendicular is drawn from the opposite vertex to the opposite side, it divides these sides into 2 equal halves, or it bisects. It means if OB is 2A, it means OM will be A and MB will also be A. Now triangle OAM, this is O, this is A, this is M, and O is 2A. Now triangle OAM becomes a right angle triangle. Why? Because we have drawn a perpendicular. So we can say in a right triangle OAM, Since it is a right angle triangle, so we can use Pythagoras theorem in right triangle OAM. So in OAM we can say OA is the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse square is equal to OM square plus AM square. And AM we need to find out. So OA is how much? 2A. 2A square is equal to A square plus AM square. Implies that AM square is equal to 2A square is 4A square, and this A square comes to the side will become minus, so minus A square, it becomes 3A square. AM square is equal to 3A square, so AM will be under root of 3A square. So when you take A square out of the root, it will be A and this will be under root 3. So height is, this comes out to be A root 3. If this distance or vertical distance is A root 3, it means that this distance from this point to origin, this is also A under root 3. This distance is A root 3. Why? Because this vertical distance is A root 3. We have calculated over here. So this distance comes out to be A root 3. So the value of y in this will be, what will be the value of y? A under root 3. Now what will be the value of x? OM, whatever is the value of OM will be the value of YA, and that is the measurement on x-axis. So if this is A, so here it will come as A. So the coordinates of point A are A, A under root 3. So these are the coordinates of the vertices. Vertices O that lies on the origin point is 0, 0. Vertex B will be 2A, 0, and vertex A will be A, root 3. A is the measurement on x-axis and A root 3 is the measurement on y-axis. You need to watch this particular question at least 2 times, then you will get the concept. Now we move on to the next question. Now question number 17, that is the last question of this exercise. I'll read out the question. In the joining figure, so I have drawn the figure PQR is a triangle. They say PQR is an equilateral triangle. Then if the coordinates of Q and R, Q is 0, 2, R is 0, minus 2, respectively find the coordinates of P. We have to find the coordinates of P. These we have to find out. Now, since it is given that it is an equilateral triangle, it means its side must have some length. So how will we calculate the side of the equilateral triangle? Is an equilateral triangle, triangle PQR is an equilateral triangle. Then what will be the length? Length of side can be written as QR. QR is a side. Similarly, RP and PQ. RP and PQ. So how will we find out the value of QR or RP or PQ? From O to Q, you can see it is 2 given. It means the distance of Q from origin is 2 units. And the distance of R from origin is minus 2 units or 2 units but in negative direction. So the total distance of QR, total distance of QR will be 2 units upwards plus 2 units downwards. But we know that the distance is never negative. So distance, total distance will be added and it will be 4 units. 4 units is the length, or QR is 4 units. If QR is 4 units, it means that length of the side of the equilateral triangle is 4 units. So this is equal to RP is equal to PQ. So all these distances are 4, 4, and this is also 4. So I'm not writing. If you want, it can be say 2 and 2. Distance, it is not, it is the distance 2 units below and 2 units up. So it makes out to be 4 units. Now this we know 4, this we know 2. We can calculate OP because this makes a right angle triangle. According to the diagram, it is this point O and P both lie on x-axis, and we know that there is an angle of 90 degree always between OX and OY, between horizontal and vertical. So we can say that triangle QOP, triangle QOP is right angled triangle. If it is right angle triangle, we can use Pythagoras theorem. So according to Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square. What is hypotenuse? PQ. Why? Because it lies opposite to 90 degree. So PQ square is equal to OQ square plus OP square is equal to OQ square plus OP square. Now PQ is how much? 4. 4 square. OQ is 2 square plus OP square we don't know. 16 minus 4. This 2 square comes to the side is equal to OP square, that is 12. So OP will be under root 12. 12 means 4 3s are 12. It means 2 root 3 is OP. If you take out the root of 12, 4 into 3. 4 comes out of the root 2 and 3 remains inside, so 2 root 3. So this length OP is 2 under root 3. So the value of x, because OP is on x-axis, so it will be taken as the abscissa. So value of point P, we have x ordinate as 2 root 3. But what to say about point P? Since point P, I mean to say, what can we say about the ordinate of point P? So ordinate of point P is 0. Why it is 0? Because it lies on the x-axis. It doesn't lies above or below the x-axis. So the point P will be, the ordinate of point P will be 0. So the coordinates of point P are 2 under root 3 and 0. That is the final value. Now with this we come to an end of this exercise. In the next class we will be having graphs of linear equations in 2 variables. So whenever you watch this video, please have a graph book also along with you, so that you can easily draw the graph. I will tell you this smallest or shortest method, but still initially that will be started with a proper method of putting the values of x and y. So till then, stay blessed, keep on watching, and please put a like or dislike so that I may understand that I need to improve something or the other. So thank you all of you, stay blessed.